chemistry facilitator. So as soon as the word chemistry, it makes us to remember the chemical reactions, chemical bonding, and in a different way we don't understand the concepts. So now we learn all those concepts in a very simple and easy way in a smart technique. So we'll get into the quickly topic called symbolic representation of the chemical reactions. So we'll start with this topic with a video. Symbolic representation of the chemical reaction. So what is this chemical reactions and how the reactions are happening? Is it only for the few of the substance or many substances? So now we'll see few examples over here. So we have different examples like a burning coal, and this converts into the ash, and a milk which converts into the curd, and iron which converts into the rust. So these are the different chemical properties and the different chemical substances which converts into the different substance. So how can I represent these substances and the chemical reactions in a different way in an equation? So let us look at in this topic. So we'll consider one example. What is chemical reactions? I'll consider one conical flask. I'll place few zinc granules which are in the blue-gray color. These are the solid shapes again. And I'll place a rubber stopper in between. One will be fitted with the thermometer and the other will be fitted with a Thissell funnel. We'll consider 5 ml of the dilute sulfuric acid. We can pour the dilute sulfuric acid in the Thissell funnel to the conical flask. The solid shape and the liquid shape will combine, and you can see there is a change in the substance that which converts into the white color, blue-gray to white color. And there is an evaluation of the gas which is happening inside, that is all due to the chemical reactions. So this evaluation of the gas is hydrogen, and there is also rise in the temperature. There is change in the chemical gas, there is change in the chemical reactions, and there is change in the temperature. So how do I represent these chemical changes in a different forms? So here we have chemical reactions, changes in the physical properties, that is how you can see the property. The physical properties will change, the chemical reactions inside the molecules, electrons, protons will change. The chemical reactions changes in the composition, the chemical reactions changes in the physical state of the substances. These are the changes which we observed for any of the chemical reactions. How do I represent these experiment in a formulae? So we have a procedure for that. On my left hand side, on my right hand side, you can see that A plus B which is leading towards the C plus D. So this is my right hand and this is my left hand. So left hand side we call these things as a reactants. So these are the one which react. So these are called as a reactants, and this is what which is leading to. So we call them as a product. Now this is the basic formation of equation. Thus, a chemical equation is a symbolic representation of the representation and the products using the chemical formulae. So this one, here as per the previous experiment with the zinc sulfate, I will show you the equation. Zinc plus dilute sulfuric acid, which we have poured the liquid, zinc plus dilute sulfuric acid leading towards the zinc sulfate and the hydrogen gas which got evaluated. We have seen in the conical flask. So this is the symbolic representation we can see with the graphical images as well. And this sulfuric acid, which is in yellow color, which are connected with the oxygen, that is red in color, and the hydrogen gas, which will be represented as a gas evaluated in white color. So this reactants on my left hand side and my right hand side, always the products, whatever the outcome, will not be replaced. The reactants has undergone with the reaction, with the chemical reaction leading to the products. Now, we'll consider with one more example. So we'll take the same equation with the zinc sulfuric acid, that is zinc is a solid object. So we represent the solid object as S, and dilute sulfuric acid is a liquid form. So we represent the dilute sulfuric acid as L, and which combines of the solid and the liquid objects make the aqua solution. So that aqua solution is measured in AQ. And this leads to the hydrogen gas, that is H2G, which will be represented with the up arrow indication. So it's a gas which is evaluated. Let us consider with the same experiment and the same equation zinc sulfuric acid. So zinc is a solid object, that is Zn will be represented in S, and then dilute sulfuric acid is a liquid form. So we represent that in the L, and then sulfuric acid which reacts and forms a aqua solution. So that is AQ. And then the gas which got evaporated outside, so we represent that as a H2 hydrogen gas, G, which will be represented as up arrow indication. Let us now quickly check one more simple example with the reaction. So as we have considered the burning coal which converts into the ash, so what is happening inside? So it's a carbon plus oxygen in it which combines and leads to the carbon dioxide. That is reactants and the products. As we all remember, on left hand side and on right hand side we have reactants and products. Let us now consider with one example. So potassium chloride on heating decomposes to give the potassium chloride and oxygen. So potassium chloride, the weight of it KClO3, and that which is leading to the products of potassium chloride and oxygen. So we all know potassium chloride is KCl and oxygen is O2. So how do you feel? Is it got balanced? No. Yes. This is not balanced because we have atoms of O3 is on high, that is 3, and atoms of oxygen over here it is 2. Let us now balance the equation. So here we have on my left hand side, on my right hand side, we can see that very clearly. Potassium is 1 and 1. K1 on left hand side, on right hand side we have K1, and chlorine 1, 1. When it comes to the oxygen, we can see 3 and 2. So this is not balanced with the oxygen. So now I have to balance this equation by multiplying it. Now in this reaction, we can see that if I multiply this potassium chloride with the 2, then it changes the two left hand side and right hand side. We can see the changes as K as 2, and over here 2, and then chlorine 2 got 2 balanced over here. When it comes to the oxygen, 3 2s 6, and then here we have 3 2s 6. So this is how we balance the equation, and we check over here. Now children, are you clear with the chemical balancing and the chemical representation and how do we represent the symbols? Are you clear with it? If yes, okay, done.